Alright, and welcome to the first week of this grand experiment where I'm going to invest somewhere between $300 and $500 a week for the next year in cryptocurrency. And in doing so, I'll go through the method of my madness, see if I make money, lose money, whatever, learn some things along the way. Again, I'm new to this. I have experience in finance. I worked for Morgan Stanley for years, back in the 80s and 90s. So I figured what I would do is I jump started it this week with about $1,500, a little less than $1,500. I came over to CoinStats, put in the holdings. Right now it's Ethereum, Cardano, Elrond, and a little Bitcoin that was left over because I took advice I've heard from other people not to invest everything in one exchange, so I split it between three: Kraken, Sex.io, or Keck, however the hell you pronounce it, CX.io, and Crypto.com. I went with these three first. I do have a list, and I'm using CoinStats because they have a nice little widget that as I'm switching through different screens, we can keep up what we have. I picked about 14 different coins that I plan on investing in. I don't know if I'm going to invest in all 14, but these are the ones that catch my eye. I did a little bit of research ahead of time. These are the ones that I feel most confident in as far as putting in, again, anywhere between $300 and $500 a week. I'll go through each one and why I chose them and why I think they're the best chance of actually making some money. So now I got 0.722. This is week one. Just bought this morning. 0.722 of Ethereum, 1170 of Cardano, and 3.55 of Elrond. Where these numbers come from? This is all three of the different exchanges I used to buy it. And what I did is here in Kraken, I bought 0.3 of Ethereum and all my Cardano. And it's a Bitcoin that I transferred over to Kex, where I used the Bitcoin to buy another almost 0.1 Ethereum. And I had a little bit of Bitcoin left over. And then I went to, I don't want to show you my passcode, so give me 1 second here. That's probably not the brightest idea. And I'm just going to cast Crypto.com because they are, right now it's just mobile. And on Crypto.com, you can see what I got. Okay, I had that open already. No, let's go back here. Excuse me, guys. All right, and in Crypto.com, I got another 0.315 Ethereum, and that's where I got the 3.55 Elrond E-Gold, which here in our portfolio, as you can see, this is the breakdown of that, and these are my favorites. Now, again, if you guys have any comments, if you think I'm missing some coins that might be a great investment, leave me a comment, tell me why, try to sell me on it, and I'll look into it, and if that, I'll put my money where your mouth is. If I agree, if I disagree, don't take it the wrong way. But obviously, Bitcoin, gold standard, you get that. Ethereum, Polkadot, and Cardano are the next three. I see them all as competitors against one another, and I believe two of them will be standing when it's all said and done. Not really sure which one. Right now, Ethereum is probably the gold standard as far as these three are concerned. Polkadot's a lot of promise. We'll go through these. I'll talk mostly about the three I bought today, week one. And it's Cardano, so I think Cardano's got a great chance of, not being an Ethereum killer, but certainly coming out. Chainlink, you people know about it. Chainlink, Aave, Theta Networks, probably doing great stuff. I don't know if you read any news on them about getting a poker tour and stuff. They're flying up the rankings as far as market cap. Synthetics, which I think is extremely promising because what they do is they're going to really make derivatives. And if you know anything about a derivatives market when it comes to, say, stocks and bonds and real estate, the bonds and stocks may be whatever, call it $170 trillion market cap altogether, where I think right now cryptocurrency just went over $1 trillion. Derivatives market is in a quadrillions. That's where they package things together, whether your options, your futures, real estate investment trusts, REITs, all that stuff that they sell, these different instruments where it's a quadrillion-dollar market, and this is really what synthetics is in the crypto game right now, in this space. So I think it's extremely promising. Now, they're the first ones doing it. Are they going to be the last ones standing? I don't know. So that's why you got to always keep an eye on them. VeChain, I think they're going to be great as far as stopping people from, I don't know, making a counterfeit $30,000 bottle of Pepe Van Winkle fucking whiskey. And what they do is they make it almost impossible for people to counterfeit. And I know there's a couple of vape companies that are going to use them, that people are making cheap knockoff counterfeits and things of that nature, Cosmos and Elrond. Now, I started with Ethereum, Cardano, because Ethereum is king right now. And, you know, they're kind of tracking Bitcoin. And sometimes when Bitcoin goes sideways, they go up. When Bitcoin goes up, they go up. When Bitcoin goes down, they go down. And sometimes they go up. They're doing really well as far as outperforming Bitcoin in general. Cardano, whatever. Everything I read about them, from the community involved around them, the amount of staking going on, obviously, well, it's kind of nice to buy something and you get 1,000 of them, but they're doing pretty good, and I think they're extremely promising. And I think when they get through these next couple of stages, I think you're going to see them explode. So I went with them. Chainlink and all these guys I also wanted, but I went with Elrond because it's amazing. If you don't know anything about them, I'll just show you. Their internet scale blockchain is live. They're what Ethereum 2.0 wants to be. So they've already beaten them to the punch, and they're doing a lot of things. I mean, they were down talking to the mayor of Miami about him putting, some of that city's money into crypto. They're just everywhere. They're in collaboration with Chainlink. They're actually doing what Ethereum wants, and you'll see them explode up through it. I mean, if you go over to their chart, which is about as pretty as you can get, if you look at this year or all time, I mean, this is a great chart compared to almost any other chart you're going to look at. It's just consistently up, but not explosive. It's a nice, steady growth. And I think because people realize what these guys are doing. And if you don't know about Elrond, look into it. They're doing really, really crazy stuff. And another part, and I haven't moved it over yet, is their staking is second to none. They're giving 29%. You need a minimum of 10. Right now I only got 3.55. Hopefully in a week or two, you'll buy in one here, one there. We'll get up to 10 and we'll drop it over here. I'll see that works out. But, 29% off your 10. So, you get every year you're getting 2.9. If you only own 10, you start getting up into the hundreds, and you can imagine how fast this compounds and grows. And you're getting 36 e-gold. And this is at $47. Now, if this goes up, like I've heard people think it could go up 20, 50x over the next year. And you're still getting, 36 e-gold. And that's at 47. So you can imagine even if it goes up to 150, what your return just for holding these things and staking them are. I think it's incredible. And that's if you're a delegator. If you're validator, they're giving you 36%. So that's another one. You can also buy it on a credit card, and they give you two different ways to buy it. I bought it through crypto.com, and why I use this is, first of all, it's a mobile app, which I kind of like. You can buy... Well, I'll go down to their fees really quick in case you haven't seen these guys yet. If you send in crypto, so if you send in from another exchange, say you had some stuff, I don't know, on Kraken or whatever, 0% to get it over. Crypto exchange, crypto, 0. Transfer crypto from a wallet, 0. And what's really great is if you're first starting, you can buy with credit card and debit card. And for the first 28 days, they charge you 0. So if you put $400 on a credit card, they're not taking 2.99 like a lot of places, or I've seen some places 4.99% off the rip. For the first 28 days, you're charging you 0, so you get to build a little bit up where then you can start exchanging stuff at a 0 rate instead of having to send money in. Because I realized when I did Kraken and Sex.io, I'm not sure how you say it, Kex.io, they take an awful lot. If it's not a bank transfer, an ACH transfer, that's free, but it takes a couple days. If you want to get stuff right away, I mean, they hit you with a big fees. I think Kex, it was $29 or something along those lines, which to me was insane because I'd only put in like $500. So, I mean, you can imagine, the percent loss right there. And same with Kraken. So I'm using this, and I think it's great for if you're just starting out. Now, if you're going to follow along with me and you guys, you want to jump in and do what I'm doing, if you don't think I'm full of shit, If you don't see me losing all my money in the first 4 weeks, the if you don't have 400 or $500, whatever, if you can do 40 a week, just cut everything in by down to 10% of what I'm doing and go along with it. And like I say, I mean, I'd like this to be a little community and people bounce ideas off of one another. I'm not, well, I can read charts and everything like that, but this is more about looking at things as a macro and getting a feel. So, I mean, that's what I plan on doing, and this is week 1. Like I said, I have this list of favorites, and I'll be adding, and next week I'll probably add a little more to Ethereum. This is my plan right now, and if you guys agree, let me know. If you disagree, I got to get some into Bitcoin. It's pretty low right now. I mean, down to 31,000, so I get maybe a couple $100 of Bitcoin, a couple $100 in Ethereum, then maybe add $100 to one of these other guys. And again, during the week, maybe I'll make a video saying what I'm going to do. And I don't know if I'm going to do this on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm thinking more like a Tuesday so I can see what happens over the weekend. I always notice there's always seems to be like a pump over the weekend and a little drop off on Mondays. At least the last couple of weeks I've been paying attention. So I think until I see that trend kind of break or that pattern kind of break, I think it's best so far in my eyes, in the last couple of weeks anyway. I can go back about 4 or 5 weeks I've been looking into this. I think it's best to buy on Mondays or Tuesdays. So it'll probably be Tuesdays, but I'd like to keep it one specific day every week so you guys know if you're into this or if you're enjoying this, where to find a video, what day to look forward to it, and all of that. So that's where we stand. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think about these 3 picks for my first, $1,500. And I did $1,500 just to jumpstart it a little bit. And again, I'd probably settle around, I don't know, $450, something like that is something I can do. Now, I build websites for a living, so I can't be on a computer looking at all times when to trade or not. So I did put all my holdings in an app, just like I did here on CoinStats, but I have a different one on my phone. I think I use Delta, I use Delta, not Blockfolio. And that does send me alerts, which I do like. So if something moves, I'm not really sure what that threshold is, but it usually seems around 2%. So if something goes up or down 2% that I have favorited or that I'm tracking, it'll send me a little notification. So hopefully I don't lose my shirt sometime when I'm, coding for 8 hours straight, not really watching this stuff. But anyway, guys, so that's it for this week. I just wanted to let you know what this is going to be about, where we're going, and I figure I'd do this for about a year and see how it works out. So I'd love to hear what you guys think, man. If you like it, give me a like and a subscribe. And like I said, I definitely want to hear what other guys, if you're more experienced than I am at this, or if you got a different take on something, or if you've seen some news on one of these companies that maybe I've missed, that kind of throws a wet towel on my thought process. I'd love to hear it, guys. So anyway, Crypto Kai, guys. That's the name's kind of retarded, but that's what it is, guys. So anyway, happy investing, man. Good luck to everybody, and I hope you guys kind of go along for this ride with me. Take it easy, guys. Till next week.